Hey guys, Shawn here from the Richmond Hill Golf Learning Center, and today I'm going to help you guys choose the right set of irons, okay? Spring is on us very shortly, all kinds of new equipment coming on the market, and I know many of you have questions regarding what kind of clubs you need to get for this season. So I'm going to show you exactly how you're going to choose them. So when you go to the store, you're going to find there's a lot of different brands out there. I just have a couple of Titleist and a couple of Cobra clubs. We have many of their products here at the Richmond Hill Golf Learning Center, but it doesn't mean that that's what we sell our students. If our students have any trouble with this kind of equipment, we just won't sell it. We'll just refer them elsewhere, make sure they get the right product in their hands, okay? Our main biz is teaching and making sure that you guys improve your golf. So here we go. You're going to find, that whether it's Ping, Callaway, TaylorMade, they all tell you they're the best. The best thing to do is you go to your favorite golf store, and you see how I have some impact tape here on the face of the club? All right? So what you're going to do is you're going to ask them for a 6-iron from each one of their favorite brands, right? Get one with a low center of gravity. Here's a Cobra S9. You'll notice that the bottom of the club is quite wide, and the center of gravity is right here at the bottom of the club, so it's lower than the equator of the golf ball, and this is supposed to put the ball higher in the air. That's if you can find the center of the club face, of course. And then you'll find that the Cobra FP model, these are this year's models, notice the center of gravity is a little higher, the sole is a little narrower, and the top line is a little thicker, so the center of gravity is raised to have it more behind the equator of the golf ball, and this gives you more of that penetrating trajectory, okay? For those of you who want to improve your ball striking, I recommend, if price is no object, of course, I recommend you get yourself a solid set of blades, not cavity back, but muscle back blades. If you hit it off the toe or the heel, this club will tell you exactly what's happening in your golf swing. This is all I use, and you'll see a lot of players on tour, that's all they use because it gives them immediate feedback as to what's going on with their golf swing. If you're the weekend warrior, then you want to basically get yourself a good cavity back, forgiving club, but you want to try the different brands. So here we go. The trick is, when you get set up, you get a 6-iron of each model, and since on the golf course you only have one chance, this is what you want to make sure you do. You set up to the golf ball, do not think, just give this club a nice whipping skip, and then look on the club face. Now this was a solid strike, and you notice here on the center of the club face, right? I got a nice print. So if they don't have any impact tape, make sure that you cover the face of the club with some masking tape. So if you got a little roll of masking tape, just put some on the face of the club. You'll see the print of where that golf ball is being struck. And you notice for a 7-iron, look at the size. It's about the size of a quarter, which means that's a flat spot on the golf ball. That means the golf ball is compressing against that club face. So the better the print, the more compression you impart to the golf ball, and the better that club is working for you. If you find that the print is weak, it means you're not coming through the ball well enough, okay? So that's first things first. So that means you only have to hit 3 or 4 shots with each model. Then you make the comparisons. You take the Ping as an example, and you say, gosh, I didn't hit the center once. I hit it off the toe, off the heel, the bottom of the club, and I never found the center of the club face. And then you go to the TaylorMade and you go, wow, I hit the center of the club face 4 out of 4 times. Well, that'll go in the yes pile, and the Ping goes in the no pile. Then at the end of your triage, you take the ones from the yes pile, you look down on them and you say, wow, which one do I like best? What do I like to look at? What inspires confidence? And you retry them again, and you'll boil it down to one model that fits your budget and, that fits the look and everything else. Then you go to whatever retailer you're buying it from and you say, okay, this is the model I want. I need this club custom fit to me now, which means they're going to take the size of the grip and adjust them to the size of your hands. How to find that? Real simple. You have a bunch of different size grips right there on the premises. Take a grip in your lead hand. If you're a right-handed golfer, you put it in your left hand, and you squeeze the grip as hard as you can. Then take a smaller grip, squeeze it, and see which one you can squeeze the hardest. Now, I'm not saying that your grip pressure is going to be that firm at address, okay? Because the grip pressure does intensify as you swing. So you want to start at about a 4 or 5, but then as you whip through that golf ball, you'll feel the grip pressure intensify. That's a natural thing that your central nervous system is taking care of. So if you're blasting a shot out of the thick rough, trust me, that grip pressure is going to jump to a 12 on a scale of 1 to 10 so that you can hack through that grass. So you want the size of grip that will accommodate the best pressure when you need it, okay? Then they're going to look at grip material. If you have sweaty hands, there are some grip materials that will adhere better than others. I'll give you an example. My head teacher, Paul Davies, the wind grips are ideal for him. It's like his hands don't sweat on the wind grips, and the rubber grips cause his hands to sweat. There's a compound that causes his hands to repel, and he actually sweats on a rubber grip, and he doesn't sweat on a wind grip for some reason. So check that out. That's an important factor. If you don't perspire from the hands, you got dry hands like me, pretty much any grip will do. If you have a tendency to compete and you're going to play in the rain and adverse conditions, then you want to look at the cord grips. They have a little bit better grip when the conditions get a little cool, okay, or a little wet. So then they're going to go for the style of shaft that you're going to use. Now, I know many of you have asked me, what of the graphite shaft versus the steel shaft? Now, I am an advocate of a heavy steel shaft because, I'm a pretty big guy, I'm a very strong person, and I can handle the weight of a steel shaft. Now, this extra weight between my hands and the club, this allows my golf club to track. When I give this club to gravity, gravity can now track the club more emphatically, okay? Whereas if the club were very light, I would feel the need to swing it faster just to feel where the club is. So if you've got a shaft that's too stiff for you, you will feel the need to swing quicker because you'll feel that you need to load the shaft. A golf shaft loads at the top or as you change directions, and then the shaft coming through impact will bow forward and release. So a shaft is a very dynamic organism, I would call it, right? It forms an extension of you through to that club head. So you want to try different combinations of shafts and shaft flexes. You take a lady shaft, go to the extreme. And then feel how whippy that is. And then when you whip the club through there, it'll probably feel, if you're a strong guy like me, it'll probably feel very wobbly and uncontrolled through impact. So you don't want that. Then take an extra stiff shaft and then swing through there, and if you feel the need to push on it, then it's probably way too stiff for you. You want to feel that when swinging at 75 miles per hour, you want to feel that the shaft is responding beautifully through impact. You'll feel lots of control, but you won't feel the need to really jump on it to try and load it. There's the optimum shaft flexibility. No machine can tell you this. It's yourself that will feel this, okay? Then as far as, if you're a woman or a junior or a senior that's looking for a little bit more distance with less effort, you definitely want to look at the new graphite shaft that everybody has on the market. And as far as shaft